over it.
I
Hi.
Take two.
Welcome to the ShElite Showcase. Round 2, because
Yeah,
OBS is a piece of shit. That I'm just putting it out there. I don't care.
Yeah.
I am your very annoyed with technology hostess with the Moses, the shaman of ShElite, the sultan of Step on Me, as I have been deemed. Hardest working man in podcasting is Katie Kinsey, baby.
Baby, I still do that for you with enthusiasm.
Thank you. I have zero enthusiasm right now.
I know, it's
I'm
okay.
seriously so annoyed.
Quickly just brush through my intro. It's cool.
I know, I was like halfway through your intro last time, and then I was told my audio didn't work. I was like, oh, fun, great, super.
Brutally interrupted by audio issues.
Yeah, fucking. But, as you guys can see on the screen, you know, if you're watching, twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase, youtube.com/ShElite Showcase, my lovely co-host here, the young Buckstage sensation, the fire breathing, the Rhodes family eating, the spice of life, the sassy senorita that I know. I'll still put the little on there for you. The hangman on a page to my little Adam Cole Bay, Miss YZ Garcia Savannah. Okay, well, we know how I am. How are you?
Yeah, I mean, could be a little better. I kind of vented to you about the day I had. Wasn't the best, but you know what? It's just big part of me just overthinking. I'm pretty sure everything is fine. I just gotta tell myself that. Like, sometimes you gotta be patient and doctor. Like, you have to tell yourself, look, take it easy. Like Nacho Libre says, take it easy. Take it easy. It's cool. Like, don't stress yourself too much over something that hasn't even happened and won't probably even happen. Lesson learned. Like, or lesson to learn, everyone.
Everyone out here learning lessons today. Did y'all learn a lesson today?
I hope so.
If you didn't yet, you can today.
Maybe.
Maybe we'll teach you a lesson or two. Maybe through some news and rumors, perhaps.
Perhaps, yeah, maybe.
Perhaps. Let's see.
Wow.
What a time. What a time we have here.
Oh, yeah. Just go on. Just talk about it, Katie.
So that stuff will be last because I just added it.
Oh, yeah, it happened literally minutes before we went live.
Yeah, it's been happening all day. I was just like, oh, I was like not going to talk about it. I was like, no, everybody's talking about it. I have to. But we'll get there in a second.
I'm going to say it happened on Thursday. Usually everything happens on Friday and we wait almost a whole week to share the news.
I know. The podcasting gods were just like, you know what? We're going to throw you a lot of L's today. Here's a dub.
Yeah.
Fucking disrespectful. Anyways, Stu Grayson, also known as Studos, he is all elite again. The first ever person to be all elite again. Congratulations to Stu.
I think that's funny how the graphic just said again, like in
It really did just say again. Like y'all couldn't have done like anything different.
Or you could have said once again all, or you could have just said he's all elite, because I mean, it's true. You don't need to include the again.
It's like we been knew. We remember when you fired him.
Yeah.
Like
or what? I don't know. Well, I hope this kind of like revamped. I was gonna say, I hope this kind of like revamps Dark Order, because again, they started from this big faction, and then for a while they were just the three of them, you know, Silver, Reynolds, and Evil Uno. Now with Stu back, fuck, maybe we'll get the ball rolling back on Dark Order.
Back to 4 people. Wait, now that Stu's back, does that mean Anna Jay is gonna come back, so she can bully Stu Grayson?
I hope so. I hope maybe he's the reason she comes back. Maybe she kind of runs into him and she just wants to, like, you know, she's all about choking people out. Well, what better person to choke out than the person she used to love to, like, beat the shit out of?
Exactly. Bada bing, bada boom. It just works out perfectly.
Do it, Anna.
Ow, my hand.
Just do it.
Just do it. Also, I wonder if you're gonna be able to hear the rain on my window.
I don't know. I can't hear it right now, but I don't know if they can hear it.
I mean, who knows? I hear dogs when they can't hear dogs, so who even knows anymore?
Yeah, she hears the dogs from the neighbors back here, and you guys don't apparently.
Which is just, I just don't understand. Uh,
I don't know how either because they're fucking loud.
no, they those are some loud ass puppies. I'm telling you, like bark, bark, bark. I get it. Hey,
Bark, bark.
I get you. I get y'all. I understand. I'm on the same wavelength as
Yeah.
the dogs over there. We got another Hall of Fame inductee, Andy Kaufman. Do you know who that is?
Yes, we remember we
Okay.
talked about him on botch spots and chair shots.
Oh yeah, we did. That's right. Okay, before that, did you know who Andy Kaufman was?
No, but I could because like
You're
I'm
young,
really
yeah.
young. Like we've talked about like how some of the shit that happened like that we've talked about or stuff that like Matt talks about or even like on botch spots and chair shots or even when I was on Smack Raw, some things they bring up. I'm like I wasn't even alive or I was like maybe like barely alive. So obviously I wasn't watching wrestling yet. So yeah, I don't know who he is.
So he was a comedian. Hi, Justin. Just. He was a comedian, and he had beef with, Jerry the King Lawler. And Will does a way better job of explaining kind of like his significance in wrestling. But it's a celebrity induction. It's half the people had like one thing to do with like wrestling, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's a-okay, guys. I promise. So go for him. Who else will we see? I don't know, but we got
We're
9 days.
I was gonna say I'm like we're like getting close. I think it's next week already. No,
It's
next
next
weekend.
weekend.
Damn. I don't know what I'm gonna wear because I usually wear my AJ stuff, but AJ isn't even back yet.
True. AJ's injured.
Dude, Booker better be back when they come to El Paso, okay? Like I want to see AJ, okay? It's been so long.
Justin with the save. Andy Kaufman was the first celebrity to cross over into wrestling and have an actual storyline.
Okay.
Gracias, Justin.
Okay.
Thanks, Elmi. Much appreciated. Core 4. Um, that's that was a whole other thing.
Yeah.
I'll talk about that at the end. So yeah, Andy Kaufman's in. Hopefully we get at least like 3 more people in, because again we're running out of fucking time here, guys. It's next week.
No, 9 days. Yeah.
I'm assuming they'll probably announce someone tomorrow, and then maybe a few. Like, where the fuck is Batista? Where is Dave Batista's induction? Where is Victoria?
Well, Dave Batista's currently Drax, and he's a Guardian of the Galaxy, so I don't know what people want from him. He probably would be a no-show anyway. He's too busy being a Guardian of the Galaxy.
The movie's done. The movie's, like, coming out this year.
Yeah, it is. I'm looking forward to it.
So,
I still need to watch the new Ant-Man one.
Oh, it's good.
It is?
Yeah.
I need to rewatch Ant-Man and the Wasp, though, because that movie, I'm not going to lie, I was pretty sick when I was like, you know what, I'm not going anywhere. Let me watch it, and I kind of like, it was like fever dream-ish, because like, I was kind of in and out of sleep, and I was sick as fuck, so I was like, yeah, I don't remember much about that movie.
I understand.
Except the part where the cutscene when it happened, like with the snap, like it shows what happened in their time, you know, they got stuck in the quantum realm. Yeah. That shit happened. That's the part I remember the most.
She said, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, this ain't about Marvel.
That's like the other podcast. But speaking of Mania, they finally are starting to set up SoFi Stadium. Because again, it's next week.
Ooh, yeah.
And that got people very excited to see what was happening.
It's a beautiful stadium too, so I can't wait to see what they'll do. Yeah. Well, I've been there actually. This past October, we were in LA and we were out for the weekend, and so we were just thinking, oh, well, I wonder what time the Cowboys play. See if maybe we can have time to watch it. Little did we know they were playing in Los Angeles. They were playing the LA Rams in Los Angeles. So we were like, dude, we gotta go. So we went, and it was a good game. The Cowboys won, but it was also a beautiful stadium. But their pizza did make me a little sick. I was not having the best time back at the hotel after eating that pizza.
Damn, that's just, you hate to hear that.
Yeah,
that's
I'm like, so but I do have a cool Rams cup. I mean, I'm not a fan of the Rams, but it's just a little memento from being at SoFi.
Yeah, it's a nice memento. It's a nice little knick-knack. paddywhack, give a dog a bone.
Exactly,
You know?
and I drink water from it, so.
And it's being utilized. That's all that really matters.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. All right, let's get into some some good stuff here. Well, first and foremost, Alexa Bliss was out for quite a while. She got skin cancer removed.
Oh shit! I thought you were talking about the Masked Singer. I was like, yeah, she was on the Masked Singer.
Yeah,
no,
well that too.
Shit.
Yeah, that too. Which
shit, no, that was not to be taken. That is not to be taken lightly. Oh my god, I thought you were talking about the Masked Singer. No, I saw the skin cancer news. That is.
Yeah.
If there's anything we've learned from JR, that shit, like, despite it being like more curable than others, or treated better than others, like it's more treatable than others, it's still a very serious thing. I'm so sorry. I thought you were talking about the Masked.
No, that did happen. Which my side note, my niece loves axolotls, so my sister sent me a video of her holding like her stuffed axolotl whilst that was on. Oh, Matt, it's on Twitter. Sorry, my bad. I forgot Matt watches that.
Twitter spoiled it, not you. But we'll get into that.
Savannah is the worst. That's what he said, not me. It's because you said it first. I wasn't gonna bring up the Masked Singer, but you said it, so I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll bring it up.
Yeah, well, it's because you said Alexa Bliss, and then I got excited because again, I liked the show too, and I was like, oh, yeah, she was on the Masked Singer.
But it's okay. It's fine. Everything's okay. I haven't seen shit. I don't know how. Well, Matt's a busy man. Him and I talked about this. He's a very busy man.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, that's true.
This week he's been very busy, so I give him a pass. Sorry,
Don't go
Matt.
on Twitter.
But don't worry, we'll get the fill soon. I know. I saw your comment. So again, happy for Alexa. We're glad that she's okay. She got that taken care of. Hopefully, after all of that, when she's ready, she can come back. But you know who's not coming back and confirmed it today on Instagram? Trinity. AKA
really?
formerly known as Naomi. Yeah, she made a post.
Really? I have not seen her Instagram.
Going to one of like the WrestleCon things that I keep seeing like pictures for. Matt severely dislikes both of us. I dislike myself all the time. I don't know what to tell you. If you were here in the beginning, you know I'm not in a good mood, so sorry. But yeah, so she, if you go to the comments on her latest post and like scroll like to like 2 comments or something, someone was like, or like, girl, you coming back to WWE? And she's like, no, friend. Like, so basically confirming she's not. Or are you still with WWE? I think it said, and she said no. So, Naomi,
I mean, whatever she wants to do, good for her. But I want to see her wrestle again. So hopefully she comes. Whatever she does, I'll be good with. But like, I hope maybe she's not done with wrestling yet, because she's fucking athletic and incredible in the ring. So
she's one of the best to do it. So I mean, if she chooses to wrestle somewhere else, I hope she does. If she chooses not to wrestle anymore, I completely understand. It's 100% her decision. Whatever makes her happy. As I mean, we'll all miss Trin. She was great. She was a hoot, and she still got her hubby in there. She got Uso. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's fine.
Oh, but yes, but maybe she doesn't want to get involved with the bloodline shit, man. I wouldn't want to get involved at this point. That's just late in the game. Like, maybe it's not the best idea. She
kind of tweets about them. Like, she responded to something that happened on Raw. I can't remember what it was, but she tweeted about it, and I laughed. I just can't remember what. I didn't screenshot anything. Yeah, so that happened. And then, okay, don't worry, Punk's coming up in a minute. Everybody. I know everyone's chomping at the bit. So, do you know Denise, Salcedo? I don't know how to pronounce her last name.
Salcedo.
Yes, yeah. Her. So, hold on, I gotta pull the picture. I like screenshot it. I have receipts this time, guys. I'm prepared. So, she announced on Twitter that she's going to be officially joining Busted Open Radio. You know, on-air personality. Good for her. And you know how hard it is being a woman in any type of media.
Yeah.
but specifically wrestling media, the amount of trolls and douchebag men, specifically Brad Shepard. I know people are like, don't bring him up, he thrives off the attention. I don't care. Brad Shepard's a piece of shit. And this is his response to Denise's tweet. I screenshotted it for reasons because he's an asshole.
Can you say what Denise said? Because I haven't seen her tweet.
I mean, it was literally just her saying, I'm beyond thrilled to announce that I'm officially joining Busted Open every Saturday.
Okay, nothing.
And then, Brad, which, stupid fucking name. No matter how many opportunities Denise receives from kissing the right asses, in parentheses, Sean Sapp, Sam Roberts, etc., she will never accomplish anything of significance in wrestling media strictly based on her own talent. She is bubblegum beat boring. Multiple O's. I forgot who asked his opinion, first and foremost.
Also,
and,
what did she do to him that makes him so, angry with her, and her accomplishments? You could have just said, if you really felt in your
said nothing.
Soul and your deadbeat nothing of a life that you had to say something that's other than congratulations or just nothing at all.
Yeah, if you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all. But no.
But the fact that you had to say something in the first place, he really just put in the effort to go as low as he could. You could have just said if you had to say something mean, just why or but why. Something simple. It seems like you put so much fucking effort. Let's see what I could official say that will really get under the skin. That'll really hurt. Something that no one would like.
It just blows my mind. And
sorry, I'm reading Matt's comment, and Matt, that's not what I mean. I don't mean like actual storyline wise. I mean kayfabe wise. It seems like they're gonna deteriorate. Who wants to be on the sinking ship? I'm not talking about in general being in the bloodline. I know it's one of the hottest storylines. It's probably the hottest storyline wrestling's had in decades. So
that's true.
But I don't mean storyline wise. I mean kayfabe wise. Jeez.
But so obviously we're happy for Janice. Shout out to her. She's busting her ass. Good for her. I would love to be in that position someday to be there. But
I feel bad for her because
she gets so much shit consistently.
What she loves. Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, for what? She's just doing what she loves.
It's because she's a woman in media. That's what it is.
Is it because her critics could never be where she is doing what she does?
That's
for a living?
Yeah, what's Brad Shepard done?
Actually,
nothing.
No, I'm not sorry that it's her and not you. Just be envious. That's all I can say.
And the amount of people who were roasting Brad Shepard, as they should, and I will continue to name drop him because I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't know this man. I choose not to know this man. I don't want to know this man who has a pathetic life. If you're gonna discredit this woman who has, like I said, busted her ass doing many things in this media for years, get the fuck out of here. Scumbag.
Yeah,
alright. Let's talk about...
unnecessary.
Let's talk about Phil. Let's talk about Punk.
Oh boy, Phil.
So...
Phil.
Today.
Not Dr. Phil, because that's the exact opposite of Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil's not even a real doctor. He sucks too. That's a different story.
I know. Yeah, that's true. Demon Phil.
So CM Punk put on his Instagram story today, and then quickly deleted it. I took a screenshot because, the screenshot was floating around. So I stole the screenshot. It says, sigh, all caps. I wasn't cleared to come back to wrestle yet. Then plan was to wrestle... I'm reading this verbatim. Then plan was to wrestle at the PPV. I sat and listened to Moxley's Rocky 3 idea. That's a tongue twister right there. I explained how I'd never seen a Rocky movie. We'll get to that. I thought the idea sucked, but if the boss wanted to do it, whatever. He said he wouldn't lose to me. I'd never experienced someone refusing to lose to me. I just laughed. This is so fun to read. I asked Tony if this was what he wanted. He said yes. He's the boss, so I said okay, but I need to be cleared first. They kept saying it could just be a squash, so I didn't need to be cleared. I scoffed at that. My health is more important. Dave Meltzer, oh, whatever, is a liar. Jericho is a liar and a stooge. Jericho gets another one. There were plans, but plans always change, but I'll never put a company above my health ever again. Like I said, this man's put it on his Instagram story, and then apparently, quickly deleted it. I was at work all day. I didn't even see this until I got home 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
First of all, you're in like your 40s. How have you never seen a Rocky movie? I've seen a Rocky movie, and apparently I don't watch movies, so...
I've seen a Rocky movie, and...
I've seen a few.
I don't even... I've only seen the first one, actually. I've made it a point to watch the other ones, I just haven't.
I mean, that's...
Because when there's so many of them, I'm just like, dude, like...
I do need to watch Creed, though. I haven't watched the Creed series, but I need to, so I can watch Creed 3, because Creed 3 looks really good. But, so besides that...
Speaking of Phil...
Oh, what happened? Breaking news?
On his Instagram story, 5 minutes ago, he just shared a post from a quote by, sorry if I butcher the name, Roger Murtaugh, that says, "I'm too old for this shit."
Again. He's doing great.
Well, then don't fucking come back. I mean, obviously I don't fucking care if he comes back or not. But, like, I don't know, like, look, I'm not saying, like, first of all, I'll play Team Phil just for a little bit.
Team Phil.
Surprising. I don't think that AEW should have, regardless if it was a squash match or not, should have forced him to compete if he was, number one, not comfortable with it, number two, not even cleared. But I mean, we've seen in prime examples, Sasha Banks and Naomi, if they didn't want to do something, they did something about it, and that is they walked out. Punk could have very well done the same thing. He could have refused to work. No one's going to hold a gun to his head and make him go wrestle a match. Dude has clearly not had a problem speaking his mind or, going rogue and, doing shit that maybe he shouldn't do. Or maybe that, would probably have been best if he didn't do. So I don't see why he felt forced to do it. If he wasn't cleared, I feel like he should have just refused, said no. I'm pretty sure there's probably more legal reasons why that probably couldn't have happened. But,
Maybe.
but it's just, I don't know. I'm just like, and why didn't he bring this shit up earlier? Like, why is it barely coming out now?
I mean,
like,
I have no idea. Like, it's just like everything at the presser, and the all out brawl out. It's fun times, and then all of this and like the continuous little jabs here and there. Like, then if you weren't happy and you aren't happy, then just go away. Like, that's just the easiest thing about it. Like, why keep talking about it if I just don't understand anymore. I really don't.
It's like, just think about what Darby said in the Four Pillars thing, where he talked about people bitching on Twitter.
That is honestly what I thought about.
He bitched on Instagram instead.
It's true.
He didn't bitch on Twitter, though. He bitched on Instagram. But, yeah, I'm just thinking, like, again, if you're so unhappy, then just, get out of your contract. Like, write it out, or, I don't know. I don't know if there's still plans for him to come back at this point. Maybe not. But...
I mean, if there were plans, I think they're gone.
Why do people... I don't know, okay, I can't say his intentions, but, like, if you really didn't want people to see it, why post it in the first place? You have millions of people, like, following you.
Bro, the internet is so quick.
Someone was gonna see it.
Like, everyone was gonna screenshot it.
Yeah, exactly. So, did he really want people to see it? So that's why he's like, I'll just post it and quickly delete it? Or did he actually get some second thoughts for once in his life? I don't know. But I will say, though, again, I don't like the guy, clearly. I don't respect him anymore. But again, at this point, I don't know what to believe. Who fucking knows if that's even true or if he's just saying shit? Because, Punk also was the same person who started bringing up new details about the all-out brawl-out months after the Elite came back at Full Gear, who was talking about, oh, well, this happened instead. This is how it happened. So it's like, well, why are these details coming out now? Why not then? So I don't know what to believe. For
I
all
don't
I
know.
know, he could be pulling this shit out of his ass for sympathy. I don't know. But I will say, if it is true, I will say this: if it is true that they forced him to work when he was not comfortable with it, or when he was not cleared, I think that's pretty fucked up.
Which
But again,
I wouldn't
I don't even know what to believe.
I wouldn't put it past them because they have a
I wouldn't put it
history
past them either, but
of, I mean, look at everything that happened with like
but
concussions with like Matt Hardy and Sammy Guevara and all this stuff. And I think they're kind of I don't like, if this is how they're doing it, I don't like it. They're kind of very much pushing for towards the fact that Adam wasn't cleared and TK made sure he wasn't like coming back too soon and stuff like that. I think because of all this BS that happened with possibly Punk and Matt Hardy and Sammy and multiple other people, I think they're kind of just trying to push this narrative like, no, 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 we're safe, guys, we're safe. Like, Adam Cole had to wait
yeah,
9
or
months.
maybe or for what we know, Adam Cole was the one who put his foot down and said, "I'm not gonna do shit until I know I'm okay."
I mean, he was
Like
literally
maybe he
like,
was the one who actually.
he couldn't even go on like a car ride.
The poor guy. But yeah,
Dude,
I
I'm
was
gonna be
like,
sobbing and when they talk about his injury, I'm
dude, it's
crying.
gonna be like the first episode, and I'm not ready for it. I bet you it's gonna be because also Adam and Britt are gonna be having the Twitter Spaces during the first episode, so I'm like, it's gonna be about Adam Cole. It has to be at this point, and
Yeah,
it's the same. It's after his return match. It's gonna be about him, and it's gonna make me sad.
yeah, it's gonna be a rough
But
one. Yeah, so
back to good old Phil. He could just stay home. I really don't give a fuck.
yeah,
Like you
at
can
this
post all the
point, do what you gotta do,
shit
Phil.
you want. You can.
You
I
do
mean,
you do
it's not
you,
like
boo
he
boo.
was back. Things were. It's not like he was back. Things were going wrong, so he felt like he had to speak up about it. Like at this point, it's not like that, or
He's
like he
been
was
gone for
competing
months.
while not cleared. Exactly. So I'm like, why now do you have to like bring this shit up? This. If like what he's saying is true, then this would have happened before All Out. So it's like
Yeah,
he clearly had no problem speaking his mind about what he felt, you know, at All Out regarding the EVPs, regarding Colt Cabana, regarding Hangman Page. I'm not saying I agree with it because fuck that shit. No, I don't. But he felt that he had the right to do that. Why couldn't he bring this up too? He could have said I wasn't cleared either. Tony wasn't shutting him up, so clearly he could have said it, and Tony wouldn't have done shit about it.
yeah. I mean, also Jesus apparently didn't get the notification that we got started again. Sorry, Jesus.
Hi,
We're back.
Jesus again. You know what? Punk needs some Jesus, even if it is our Jesus.
He just needs a little dose of Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus, go see Punk. He needs Jesus. All right.
You want to go to Chicago? You can go visit Vince. You can go visit Punk. There you go.
Yeah.
And you can go see Matt. You can go.
Maybe Vince can use some Jesus too. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, if you're into that, sure. Never mind. This is not a conversation about religion. We're changing the topic. Did you have any news and rumors?
I do have one.
Okay.
It's just World Cup or not World Cup. That's soccer.
That's a soccer
New
thing.
Japan Cup. Yeah, New Japan Cup results. We have our winner. Congratulations to Sonata, who, when I started catching up, realized he is no longer with LIJ. He got a new look, which honestly I'm digging. I am a little sad that he's not with LIJ anymore. He's with the new group called Just Five Guys. It was just four guys, but then he joined, so now it's just five guys. But like the restaurant, but
Yeah.
yeah, he's with them now. He won the New Japan Cup, and he's challenging Okada. I'm honestly here for it. He looks amazing. He used to like have this platinum blonde hair and beard. Now beard's completely gone. Hair is black and spiked up. He looks amazing. So I'm ready to see what heel Sonata is in for, what he's gonna do. Maybe he could be the one to beat Okada. Who knows? I mean, but will say it is very interesting with Forbidden Door kind of like not around the corner, but it's coming up. We're approaching Forbidden Door too. So I don't know. I was talking to a friend about this. And I was like, because she's going to Forbidden Door. She's so lucky she's going to Forbidden Door. She's flying from the UK to Forbidden Door. I'm
Damn.
like, wow. That's, yeah. I mean, she's flown to America a couple times, so I mean, I don't see why Canada would be out of an option for her, but
Shout out to
still,
Canada.
she's going. Yeah. So she told me that we were talking, and we were like, I would love to see Sonata, with his new look, like face Kenny Omega. If he doesn't have a title by then, face Kenny for the IWGP US title. And God, do I dare say even win it from him maybe? Because again, heel Sonata's here. Maybe he could do some real domination, and what better way to kind of like secure that like new turn, that new look, that new persona? Yeah, solidify with a win over Kenny Omega. Sounds pretty cool. And I want that's who I would want to see him face at Forbidden Door. Kenny Omega, IWGP US title, and since we're on the small topic of Forbidden Door, I want Okada versus Hangman 1-on-1. I still want that. Okay, with all the growth Hangman's gone through and stuff, it needs to happen again at some point. So please just give it to me.
I would like more than one match for the women on the Forbidden Door card. Let's see if we get that.
I would hope so. I would hope so now, especially that Mercedes Moné, there's a IWGP Women's title, and Mercedes Moné is the champion. So, like,
Mercedes
like,
and Hayter.
Dude, yeah.
I would. I mean, I'm paying for the
or even
anyways.
I was gonna say do this. Have Mercedes face someone in AEW who's not a champion, and let like Jade Cargill, if she's still the champ by then. I don't know what the deal is with her, but if with TBS, like have all three women's titles in the pay-per-view. Mercedes Moné's the IWGP Women's title. Have her face someone from AEW who doesn't have a title. And then have Jamie Hayter and whoever will be the TBS champion by then have a title match with someone from Stardom or something. Like Kyrie or, Starlight Kid. Like bring wrestlers from Stardom too. They're they still have connections with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Just bring them in. Why the fuck not? It's called Forbidden Door, not Forbidden Door to an extent.
Yeah, honestly. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. That we got a few months until then, so.
Yeah, we do.
April, May, June, 3 months.
3 months.
3 months and 2 days. Apparently. Because this is March 23rd as we record.
Yeah.
Oh man, that rain is getting very aggressive. Can we calm down, please? Like I said, don't know if anybody can hear it, but this is very loud. 2018. We saw a SmackDown Live and a Mixed Match Challenge, which, petition to bring that back, please. Thank you.
I liked that, yeah.
On SmackDown Live, we had Natalya defeating Charlotte, and then Becky Lynch and Naomi defeating Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, now known as Valhalla. Stupid. And then on the Mixed Match Challenge, say that 5 times fast, people. You bet you can't.
Yeah.
Asuka and Miz, who ended up being the winners, I believe, of that year.
Yeah, because Asuka was still undefeated by then.
Yes. Defeated Team Little Big, which consisted of Alexa Bliss and Braun Strowman. I didn't expect, I did this part first. I did this earlier in the week, before the Alexa Bliss and Trinity stuff came up, so that's kind of just ironic that they're both in this and they were in this
full circle moment.
I love when that happens. It's crazy.
Yeah, we love full circle moments.
We really do.
Also, I loved the mixed match challenge.
Told you it was hard.
I thought it was cool, to see wrestlers, when I first saw Asuka and Miz, I was like, really? But oh my god, they were both so charismatic together and funny. And then Naomi and Jimmy Uso being on the team, that was fucking adorable. Because, yeah, exactly. And then we even had, oh my god, that's Carmella and R-Truth.
Yep.
They even extended to, the main story, with the whole dance break shit. I loved that. I was living for it. So, Team Little Big I liked, too. There was, the little segment where they gave each other t-shirts. But they were in each other's sizes, their own sizes. So Braun was of course really fucking small.
Yeah.
It couldn't even go over, it barely went over his shoulder. And
Alexa's was literally as long as her body.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Stuff like that, like I love that stuff. So I wish they would bring it back, especially with like newer wrestlers in the mix. You know,
Exactly. Like you could do like Dom and Rhea. Um,
Shinsuke. I would like to see Shinsuke and Io.
there we
Like,
go. You could
yeah,
do Santos and Zelina. You could do my hand is G. Um, you do like
or like
Scarlet and Carrion.
even like Sammy and yeah, Sami Zayn and Becky Lynch.
They
Like
were
those
yeah,
were so cute.
they were Team Ginger Snaps.
Yeah, Ginger Snap. So that I loved that shit. I loved it a lot, but I wish they would bring it back.
Bring back mixed match challenge. 2K23.
Please.
They're not gonna do it, but I mean we can drink. We can hope and pray.
It was fun. It was fun while it lasted.
I need a couples mixed match challenge, says Jesus. Yeah. I mean, that's basically all the people. I mean,
Buddy
most
and
of
Aaliyah
them.
Mysterio.
Versus Dom and Rhea.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. That would be hysterical. That'd be terrible. Oh, that'd be so funny. All right. We're gonna move on to wrestlers of the week. It is my turn. I checked.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna start with my tag team. Now, I usually hate the champion challenger team ups because they're counterproductive and annoying and not needed. However, Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker are very entertaining together. It was like a buddy comedy. Because at one point Mello went for like a fist bump, and Braun kind of just like went for a high five. So then it was kind of just like that kind of thing, and just stuff like that. And they were both scouting each other because their match is next week on Saturday in the morning. Well, yeah. Afternoon.
I was like, in the
it's like 1 p.m. But
it's too bad. But I was like, what is this, like some Saudi Arabia pay-per-view where it's like you wake up and you gotta watch wrestling?
Well, I mean, thankfully, Stand and Deliver won't be as long, or it's not gonna be like a normal like WWE pay-per-view or PLE, whatever the fuck. Excuse me. So I'll have like a little bit of, because oh my god, Saturday's gonna be a long day. Oh man. Well,
why would you got Saturday?
Well, it's like next Saturday is Stand and Deliver, and then there'll be a little bit of a break, and then WrestleMania. And then
that is true.
Sunday is WrestleMania.
I forget.
Friday is SmackDown and the Hall of Fame.
No way. WrestleMania week's always packed. Like your schedule's booked. Like you gotta cancel everything. I can't do it this weekend. I got WrestleMania.
Bro, I'm literally telling all my friends, nobody talk to me. I'm busy all next weekend.
Oh yeah, I have prior commitments. If you need something from me, yeah, sorry. I have a thing at whatever time it starts.
I got many things. Jesus said, I don't know, Stand and Deliver looks like it has more matches than each Mania day. There's 7 matches. Wait. Braun and Mello, the women's ladder match, the triple threat tag, the women's tag, Chase U and Schism, Wesley. What match am I missing then? They just like announced everything last night or 2 nights ago. What the fuck? What am I missing then? That's all I can think of. And that's what happens when like I don't take notes. Yeah, I said the tag for the men. It's a triple threat. So I think there's only 6 matches. I think Jesus is lying to me. Or somebody can check me, like check the car. I don't know. I only counted 6. I very well could have missed one. Oh, Grayson Waller and Johnny Gargano. Thank you. What?
Oh yeah.
Technically, that's gonna be unsanctioned.
So it doesn't count. It's not a match.
It doesn't count actually. But anyway, back to the main point. Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker, hell of a tag team. They're fun to watch. I cannot wait for Mello to win. We're gonna talk all Mania stuff next week for the show.
Oh,
obviously,
for sure.
That's gonna be all the questions. Yeah, you did get. Okay, that time I noticed.
It's weird. I just moved a little bit. Hold on, I'm gonna like
do the hand thing.
Yeah. It didn't work.
That's
well,
okay.
Maybe it'll fix itself.
It might fix it. I mean, it changed itself. It might fix itself. Jesus says it counts.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I mean, it might count. I don't know. But yeah, that's my tag team. Just to keep the train on the tracks here.
Hold on, sorry, it's bothering me. Sorry, everyone. I'm just gonna like try it again.
Maybe you should do your phone thing.
There.
Oh,
I did it. Anyway, sorry about that. If you watched. So my tag team, technically, I guess it's a little bit cheating, but I just loved what I saw. They didn't even have a match, but um Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are on the same page. I think we all know where this is going now. We all knew where it was gonna go ever since Sami lost Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber. So I'm giving it to them. It was a wholesome moment. Like it was something that, despite you knew it was gonna happen, it was. Love that. They are my tag team of the week, even though like technically they just got back together. It was a good moment. Except my only problem is it's not even with them. What the fuck was Cody Rhodes doing playing mediator? I was like, dude, I get you have involvement because you know you're going to WrestleMania and stuff, but like this is like no, like you like let Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens like work their own shit out. You don't need to be there. Like, fuck off.
And, I mean, you know, you're not the only person who.
Go leave your.
You're not the only person who has that sentiment. A lot of people are annoyed that Cody is involved, which I understand.
Like, go focus on Roman Reigns. Like, you have, like, this, like, look, bro, you're the reason that Sami Zayn's not getting the world title he fucking deserves. So, fuck off backstage, go find Roman Reigns, and don't be fucking, you know, Jerry Springer, Mari, whoever the problem solvers of the world. Like, don't, no.
All the problem
Stop it. Yeah, like, stop it. Like, stop it. Get some help. Like, fuck. Don't, like, it just bothered me. I was like, why? I'm like, seriously, like, why is this happening? Why is he here? Like, what is seriously he going to bring to the table? He just got back. He barely just started getting involved in the Bloodline storyline. So it's like, what the fuck do you know? What the fuck could you possibly bring to this, you know, decades-long friendship that needs, you know, rebuilding? What could you possibly do? Of all people, what could Cody Rhodes do?
I mean,
to make it better, to do, like, to help them come together. Like, really?
He made them both get in the ring and talk.
But, like, I still don't get, like, why it would have to be him. Like, it could have been...
Because like, like you said, it's because he's also involved in the Bloodline shit. That's literally the only reason.
I just think it was unnecessary because he has nothing to do with that part of the Bloodline. His focus is Roman Reigns. That's who he's going after. He's not involved in the tag title scene. You know, that's Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and the Usos, alright? Like, just let them do their thing. Okay? Like, don't play mediator. You don't know shit about either of them just because you think you do. No. Like, that's all I gotta say. That was just, I was like, he didn't have to be here. He did not have to be there for that. So,
ladies and gentlemen, Rhodes Family Eaton Savannah is back.
Yeah,
in full swing.
I'm like, yeah, no. Yeah, I was gonna say, fuck that shit, okay? You cannot, like, it's just, I was like, ugh. Like, again, just eye roll. Just an eye roll because, like, it's like his early days in AEW. He had to be involved with everything.
All right.
And I guess, again, he does have, like, involvement with the Bloodline, but not, again, like I said, not this part of it. So fucking stay away from it. You don't have to be there.
I'll read Jesus' comment, and then we're moving on. Cody's feuding with Roman. KO helped Cody get in touch with the Elite after he left. Cody felt the need to repay him back by mending the fences with Sami and KO.
I still don't buy it, because that's not storyline. Actually, Roman Reigns kind of made it storyline when he talked about in his promo.
Cody also talked about it in the promo. He even told KO.
Yeah, that is true, but still.
So, okay. No more Cody. We're done with Cody. I'm going to move on to my famale, my womans. I'm giving it to Rhea. I mean, cut a promo being like, this is, you know, my time. I don't know why it flashed black. If you saw that, I don't know. She cut a promo, and then Damage Control comes out for no reason, no involvement whatsoever. And then just challenges one of them to a match. She's just in, you know, a crop tank top and skinny jeans and Vans, basically, and wrestled Bayley and won. Gangster. Rhea for the win.
Mine is also Rhea. I didn't see what the hell happened. I was telling Katie I was sent on errands in between Dynamite, so I didn't see what happened with the ladies. I literally pulled up to a Starbucks parking lot. I'll actually get to that later in a little bit. But I missed that part with the women. So I don't even know what happened there. I'm pretty sure, like, if I would have known, maybe that would have changed my pick. But I did watch Rhea's match. It was pretty good. And again, like you said, she did it like in like
Street
not
clothes.
even in her gear. In street, I was gonna say street clothes, but I was like, I couldn't think of it. Yeah, she wrestled in street clothes. You know, she didn't even need her wrestling gear, and she still fucking won a match against someone, with the likes of Bailey.
Mm-hmm. See?
So,
See? See?
and I just again like, and she's one of the four horsewomen. I just think that's good momentum to head into WrestleMania facing Charlotte to win the title, which she better fucking win. Like if Charlotte wins, I'm
I
gonna be
have
pissed.
said on multiple platforms, on multiple podcasts, if Rhea Ripley does not beat Charlotte Flair, I am raising all types of
There's
hell.
there's just no way she cannot. It would just not be believable. I'm like, this is the same brutalist who's taking on fucking dudes, and you're telling me she can't beat the dainty little queen that is Charlotte Flair? Like, no,
I'm telling you,
there's no
I'm
way.
raising all types of hell. Somebody will
Yeah,
catch hands.
I'll raise hell with you.
And then my manses. I already know who you were gonna pick, so that's why I didn't pick either of them.
Oh, I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder. Well, I mean, I was only gonna pick one person in the match. But I'm gonna give it to Ilya Dragunov. He beat bobblehead JD. George Lopez flashback looking ass. He beat him in a great match, and because that brawl that they had and their beef with each other, and that got involved with Wes Lee. Now Ilya has a chance at the North American title if they didn't deliver. So big shout out to Ilya Dragunov. I mean, bobblehead looking ass is also in the match, but Dragon Lee is also in the match.
Yeah, I love when you call him that.
It's what do you, bro? Funko head, bobblehead looking ass. Like I don't get it.
I've seen your tweet. It was hilarious.
It's the most accurate thing I think I've ever tweeted in my entire life. I saw it, and that's immediately what I thought of. I was like, "Oh my god, y'all remember George Lopez? Y'all remember? Y'all remember the show? Y'all remember the flashbacks of him as a kid? Big ass head. That's JD McDonough. Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, Savannah. Go ahead.
I have two picks. I mentioned one earlier. Like I said, he's a World Cup winner, has a whole new look, challenged Okada. World Cup, I keep saying that. I'm in soccer land in my head. New Japan
Football.
Cup. I don't know why I keep saying football, yeah. Maybe it's because I'm like, I saw recently of the news of Lionel Messi going to a restaurant and the fans found out and completely swarmed the place. Like, it was crazy. Maybe that's why World Cup's in my head still. I don't know. But yeah, the New Japan Cup. Thank you for correcting me, Katie.
Yeah.
Winner, new fantastic look. Love the guy. Can't wait to see what he has to do. I hope this is kind of like his push to, like, again, the heavyweight scene, the main event scene.
Stardom.
That shit. Stardom. Mercedes, look out. Sonata is coming.
I mean, the word is just right there. I had to.
Exactly.
Couldn't help myself.
So, he's one of them. Second one, I wonder who it is. I mean, like, I'll stroke all of them. The ones that you can. Oh, you can see them up here too. I'll stroke all of them. Carefully, I don't want them to
you need to be stopped.
I'll even stroke the one on my shirt. Yeah. I honestly, at this point, I know it's gonna happen again at some point where Kenny Omega is my pick, but the next time it happens, I need to write down a Justin Roberts intro so I can introduce him like that. That'd be so fucking hilarious. But yeah, it's Kenny Omega. Hell of a match. On the main event of Dynamite, I mentioned briefly. I was gonna talk about it like during the woman's pick, but it was my pick. It was about my pick for the man's, which is Kenny Omega. So I was like, it's better to talk about it here. So that's what I'm doing. I was sent to run on errands in between Dynamite. I had just finished watching Adam Cole's promo, which was pretty funny because he said, Garcia, I'll see you next week. And I was like, wait, what? I'm like, what? I'm seeing him next week? Haha, that's funny. But no, he's talking about Daniel Garcia. Whatever. So yeah, I stopped after that to go run errands. And my goal is to try and make it back for the main event, but I took my iPad with me just in case I would have to use a hotspot and just pull it up there. But then, in between errands, right before the main event was going to start, I was right by a Starbucks, and I was like, I know Starbucks is known to have pretty good Wi-Fi, so, or at least provide Wi-Fi. So I was like, I'm gonna go to Starbucks, and that's what I did. I pulled it to the parking lot, shut off my car, logged into their Wi-Fi from my iPad, and I watched the main event there. I even tweeted about it. I thought it was hilarious. I was in my car for like 20 to 30 minutes by myself in the Starbucks parking lot watching a wrestling match. Worth it because it was a good fucking match. And Kenny Omega won. But oh my god, Kenny, please be fucking careful. This dude fell on his head. This dude got put through a table. I was like, dude, chill. Okay, like I still want you here for years to come. Okay, don't cut your career short. You just got back for a second time in like less than a year. So even though technically one wasn't due to injury, but still, we just got you back, bro. Don't let us lose you again. But yeah, really good match. I wonder if this is gonna lead maybe into a future title match, especially given the circumstances that happened afterwards. I know AAA said, first of all, this match was supposed to happen in 2021, but then Kenny, they said Hangman did it, but that was just the story because, he really actually had injuries for a while and just needed to take the time off to heal after he lost the AEW title. So he relinquished the AAA title, and he was supposed to, face El Vikingo. I think I said that right. Fuck, I don't know.
Vikingo?
For yeah, Vikingo for the title, or defend the title, and that didn't happen. But now he's the champion, so fuck, maybe we will get a title match at some point in that, like
Probably.
between the two of them. And especially since AAA specifically said that Kenny Omega is the only AEW talent that will ever be allowed to hold gold in their company, which I think is, I'm like, wow. I think Ty Conti and Sammy Guevara burnt that bridge for everyone, but
Yeah.
not for Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega's bridge is still strong, apparently. So who knows? We'll see that. But and I said especially given the circumstances, because after Dynamite, the Blackpool Combat Club attacked Kenny Omega because they were suspected of attacking the Bucks earlier before the show started.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think it's just because Matt wasn't there, because I think he didn't travel that year, that week. The only reason why Nick did was because they had that basketball thing the night before.
Mm-hmm.
But so the Blackpool Combat Club attacks
the
Kenny.
BBC.
Yeah, the BBC attacks Kenny Omega. Ooh, poor Kenny. Poor Kenny.
Just
Poor
the
Kenny,
context. Hi, Justin.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
You're right. Welcome, Justin. Kenny. Oh, Mega. They attacked him. And Hangman had originally gone with the Bucks to the hospital, but dudes comes driving back in an ambulance. That was pretty
Stole
cool
the ambulance.
He stole an ambulance, which I'm like, you know what? Good for him. I would steal it twice if I was helping Kenny. But oh my god, he goes to help Kenny, and Don's stupid bitch ass. Oh my god, like oh my god, like this dude's like really, like, he was on my shit list before, but oh my god, he's just ranking up there with Punk and shit and Cody Rhodes. Fuck that guy. Because, like, he, I don't know, like, oh, well, obviously I knew he was trying to get Hangman's attention, but he was trying to grab him and shit, so when Hangman finally turned to, like, like, what? He freaking pulls an Eddie Guerrero, falls to the floor, and makes it seem like Hangman hit him with the pipe that he had. I think it was a pipe.
It was like a 2x4 with some nails in it.
Was it?
Yeah, it wasn't even a pipe.
It looked like, I thought it was a pipe. I don't know. I was too busy watching what was going on. But he made it seem like Hangman attacked him and Kenny was not having any of it. And it was already hard enough that, like, Hangman and Kenny already don't like each other. More specifically, Kenny not liking Hangman. Yeah. I already have my own thoughts on that whole situation. I don't know if I ever want to share those thoughts because there's just so many. Like, I wrote it down and it was just a lot. So it was so much that when I try sharing it on my Instagram story, the app completely, like, shuts down. Like, it glitches me out of the app. I've written that much about it. So yeah, I'm not gonna go into my thoughts, but Kenny does not like Hangman, and I feel like Don's really just gonna fuck shit up just when we thought they were gonna get back together. It's just many things that could happen, Katie. There's so many ways this can go, and I really mean like two main ways that it can go. And I thought this is how it was gonna go before Dawn ruined everything. I thought like, yeah, they're gonna be at odds in the moment, but then it'll be like 4-on-4 Blackpool Combat Club versus the Elite with Hangman at Double or Nothing. I thought that's what it was gonna be like. I thought Danielson was gonna come back, rejoin, with or reunite with
The
the
BBC.
BBC, the BCC, whatever the fuck you want to call them. And Kenny has a history with Bryan Danielson. He said there ain't gonna be a rematch, but fuck, he might have to be involved with Danielson one way or another because he was going after their friends.
Danielson.
But that might not even happen now.
You mean
because
the All-American Nightmare Dragon Jake Long, Bryan Danielson?
Yeah.
I have to get it in there somewhere. We didn't talk about him all
know.
this episode. I gotta bring it in every episode.
Exactly.
Sorry.
That is true.
Continue.
Sorry, let me say that again. Kenny Omega has a history with the All-American Nightmare Dragon, Jake Long, Bryan Danielson. And he said there ain't going to be a rematch, but again, there might have to be at some point. But that was before Dawn ruined everything. Now, I've seen so many things, Katie. Dawn has tried, convincing Takeshita to work with him. So fuck, maybe he finally got Takeshita to go do his dirty work, and maybe he had some involvement to do with the Bucks getting attacked. I honestly have thought this too. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. I think people have talked about it on Twitter, but I'm not on Twitter often enough to know if anyone else has come up with this idea. But I have a feeling, because I saw people bring up Takeshita, so I'm like, well shit, he has been talking to him. And now I'm thinking, Dawn talked to Takeshita, the rumors with Ibushi coming are probably going to happen, which I mean isn't bad, but I feel like now at some point we're going to get now Hung Bucks versus Ibushi, Omega, and Takeshita, which would be pretty cool in theory, but not feuding against each other, alright? Like, I know I wanted some Hung Buck shit, but you could have done this with Kenny Omega loving them too. But now, I don't know what's going to happen. Dawn is just, he's the invisible hand.
Carny piece of shit.
Like, yeah, and he's a puppet master. And I'm just pissed that Kenny's letting it happen. I'm like, Kenny, you've seen what this man is capable of in the past. He's dumped your ass before in your hometown of Winnipeg, and you're letting him do it again. Like, I need to wake him up. Like someone, snap him out of it. Like, wake him up. Like, Kenny, like I want to shake him. Like, Kenny, listen. You know it's a trap, but obviously in the moment, he doesn't like Hangman, so of course he's going to take Dawn's word over Hangman's. And now, I think, Dawn might very well show Kenny what the Bucks did at Full Gear when he lost the title to him. So, he's really just gonna wreak havoc. And I'm not here for it. Like, I've enjoyed this nice lengthy break from this story where, all four of them are involved and they all are at odds with each other, basically. The only thing I can count on is the Bucks to be the glue together, that glue that brings everyone together. But fuck, you first gotta get rid of Dawn. So yeah, I'm not happy with what happened afterwards. I don't know how excited I am because, again, I just want them all to love each other, and it was about to happen. It was about to happen.
That was Savannah's long-winded explanation of why she chose Kenny as her wrestler of the week, in case anybody was confused.
Yeah. Basically. I had to say it. It had to be said. I was carrying this since last night in the Starbucks parking lot. Yeah. That's probably why I didn't get a Starbucks, because I was so sad, and I was like, I don't feel like eating or drinking. She was
distraught in the Starbucks parking lot. That sounds like an album.
Or a song name. Distraught in the Starbucks parking lot. And it rhymes,
Bars. Absolute bars.
Yeah,
somebody make a song. Justin, you know what that takes? Make a song.
Could that be the name of the episode?
Maybe. I'll write it down.
Write it down as an idea.
Yeah. Well, I might have an idea for the title, which I'll get to in a second.
Okay. But yeah, I had to say it, and this was my only actual opportune time to do it, because I was talking about Kenny and his match.
I understand.
Alright, you ain't that sorry.
So, we're gonna get to the question of the week. And you brought up how with a venti macchiato, that's a long title. I mean, if punk rock bands can do it, like Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco, I feel like we can. Bring it back.
Dude, Panic at the Disco is such a good band.
Facts. They're broken up now, but it was also just Brennan Urie at the end, so.
Big sad. I'm big sad about that. I never got to see them live.
I've only got to see them once, and I was in high school, so it was quite a long time ago. But we brought up how it is unknown, putting it in quotes. We know it was the BBC, but we don't know who attacked the Young Bucks at the beginning of Dynamite.
It was me. I wanted them all to myself.
It was
guys.
fucking Savannah. God, we should have known. So we don't know who attacked him. We don't know who's attacking female wrestlers, superstars in the NXT parking lot. We don't know a lot of things in wrestling. And, you know, there's a mystery to solve. So, what is a game? I'm stretching here. What is a game you can play? It's a board game that you can play when you want to, like, you know, solve a mystery.
Clue.
Exactly.
I fucking love that board game.
Why do you think the stream title is called Get a Clue?
Oh, because we're gonna play Clue.
We're not gonna yeah, we're playing Blue's Clues. No, we're not gonna play Clue necessarily. We're going to, I wrote down all of the main characters in the game of Clue, and we are going to decide what wrestlers we think best fit each character in the game of Clue.
Okay.
You know, switching it up, because, like, you know, next week's gonna be all Mania stuff, so I was like, let's do a little fun one here. And
I'm trying to, I thought of a cool title name, but we need, like, someone to actually, like, incorporate into the name, because instead of, like, you know, in Blue's Clues, it's Who's Clues, Blue's Clues, well, instead of Blues, we can put someone else, like that, but, like, it has to rhyme with blue. But I don't know who.
But I don't know who.
No.
All the rhymes. So,
Yes.
for those who aren't familiar with the game of Clue, first of all, I don't know how. Second of all, there's also a movie. Very good. Highly recommend everybody watches that.
Really? I didn't know there was a movie.
Oh, Savannah, it is so good. You need to watch the movie.
Okay, hold on. Let me see where I can watch it. I'll probably watch it tonight.
Tim Curry's in it. Christopher Lloyd's in it. Christopher Lloyd, for those who don't know, is Doc from Back to the Future.
Really?
Yes. I know a lot of useless information.
Let me.
Savannah's currently looking up the movie.
Amazon Prime Video. I hope I don't have to pay for it.
So Savannah's gonna watch Clue in some capacity.
I might just end up watching Blue's Clues.
You can also do that. A little different concept, but that's fine. But the characters of Clue, we have Professor Plum, Colonel Mustard, Mr. Green, Mrs. White, Mrs. Peacock, and Miss Scarlet.
It's crazy because actually, in the new board game, which is the one I have, they added a new character. Mrs. White got the shaft, and they added Dr. Orchid.
What the fuck?
Miss Dr. Orchid.
Dr. Professor Patrick? Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
What? They took out Mrs.
Google.
They took out Mrs. White? I am...
Yeah.
How are you gonna take out the... what? Hold on, I'm Googling.
Yeah, look. Dr.
Clue.
Orchid.
Board game characters.
I guess because, like... I wonder if it's because they already had a Mrs. Like, oh, we already have Mrs. Peacock. So let's just get rid of Mrs. White and just add a doctor. Because that's another title you can go by if you're a doctor, obviously, not just because you wanted to. But
yeah.
Also, if the same
they did
board game that I have, that has Dr. Orchid instead of Mrs. White, Mr. Green looks like Chandler Bing. Like, he does. I'm like, huh. He looks like...
Wait, that's crazy. How did I not know this? It was released in 2016.
Yeah, I told you I had the new... Look up the new cast and look at Mr. Green and tell me he doesn't look like Chandler. And that Professor Plum doesn't look like Markiplier.
Oh, I love Markiplier.
I love Markiplier too. And you actually get to see what Dr. Orchid looks like. She actually looks really cool. But I don't know why they just couldn't, like, include her, have another playable character.
Oh, she's pretty. Okay, she's pretty.
Maybe we could include her.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know she was a thing. I'm keeping Mrs. White though too.
No, yeah, keep Mrs. White too, but like,
because again, I didn't know she got. God, that's crazy.
Yeah, tell me Mr. Green don't look like Chandler from Friends.
Oh my god. What the fuck? Kinda does. It's weird.
It's like Chad instead of Chandler, Chadler. You know, like a Chad.
Whoa. Alright, so I can give you a brief description of what the characters are like, and then maybe that can help us figure out which wrestlers we think.
Yeah, because I was gonna say if it's based off looks alone, it might not work.
Yeah, that's gonna be difficult because we got just so many different versions of the game.
Exactly.
So I'm just going via the Wikipedia and the descriptions they have first. We'll start with Miss Scarlet. She's described as a stereotypical femme fatale, typically portrayed as young, cunning, and attractive. That's the description. So, a femme fatale. Cunning.
First person I thought of was cunning. Also, kind of struck me like a name, and that was Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair or Lacey Evans were like the first two that came in my head.
Charlotte makes sense. She's a maybe. I mean, femme fatale sometimes. Who did you have in? I see. That's the thing. I was like trying to like figure it out. It's the femme fatale part that's like throwing me. Because, you know, like mysterious, beautiful, seductive.
That is also true.
This is hard.
Maybe Scarlet?
Scarlet is Scarlet? Yes.
Scarlet, yeah.
Yep, you're right.
Well, it wasn't even because of her name. It was just because, like, I don't know, I kind of get those vibes from her, too.
It makes sense.
The stunning femme fatale.
Femme fatale.
Cunning.
She's,
works with, you know,
young, cunning, attractive, femme fatale. Well done.
And her name is Scarlet, so it's all.
It's like we knew.
Yeah, Scarlet is Scarlet.
Next up, we have Colonel Mustard. Again, Wikipedia says a stock military officer, usually portrayed as dignified, dapper, and dangerous.
Dignified, dapper, and dangerous.
Triple D. I'm Guy Fieri now. Diners, drive-ins, dives. Exactly.
Dude, that show was like all that was on like at 11 p.m. when I was like should have been asleep, and I was like, it is. It made me hungry. I was like, dude, I want to go eat that.
Mood. I'm hungry. I need to eat after this.
I know, so do mine. We're gonna go get food in 7 minutes. So
that's all right. I know. We'll be done. We'll bust through this.
Yeah.
Dignified.
Punk. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah,
no.
Dignified.
Dignified, dapper, dangerous. This is hard.
It's the dignified part. I'm just like, ooh.
I'm focusing more on like dapper and dangerous, like someone who's like, you know, he's dressed to the nines, and he looks really good, but like he's, you know, crazy.
That is true.
I was gonna say Seth, but Seth doesn't feel Colonel Mustard type to me.
No. What? I'm trying to think.
Oh, Ms. Jesus Christ.
Dude, oh my god.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Justin. That's a really good one that just flew over our heads. And I love
That's literally what I was trying to think of, too. Like, someone in a suit. God fucking damn it. I was struggling. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Justin. Really good one.
Saving us here. All right, now we're on to Mrs. White. So I mean, this is again, this is a description. Portrayed as a frazzled servant who worked as Mr. Brody's cook, housekeeper, and nanny. Working class origin, so like frazzled, but like nurturing, I guess, is the best way to think about it. Because if she's a cook, a housekeeper, and a nanny. Frazzled.
Man, my mind is blank.
I am struggling. I thought this was gonna be a lot easier. I am mad at myself.
Justin's gonna come up with another good one that's going right over our heads currently. It has to be like, I feel like a baby face. I feel like they'd be more frazzled than the heels.
I don't know. I think Candace.
Maybe I'll give it to Candace. I mean, she is a mama, nurturing in that aspect, and she like in storyline too, because you know with the way, you know, with Austin Theory and Hartwell.
Yeah, she was a surrogate mother.
The mom. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll say Candace. We'll say Candace. Someone can tell us later that we chose wrong.
A better one.
All right. So Mr. Green. Let me see here. Chandler Bing. Mr. Green has taken money-oriented roles from mobster to businessman. Tony D'Angelo.
I was gonna
forget about it.
I won't be against that. You see, that had me at mobster, so I was like, you know what?
I know. As soon as I saw that, I was like, ooh, Tony D'Angelo. And he's a businessman, you know.
Yeah.
Who were you thinking? Because I like low-key cut you off.
I was like honestly not sure. I was trying to like fill the air, you know. Also, like I'm pretty sure I had someone, but I completely forgot now. Because you said mobster to businessman, so I was gonna say I was like it has to. I was thinking the more business aspect. So I was thinking maybe someone in management. So I was thinking like Tony Khan, or you know, because Khan and mobster kind of work in the same way. And I get it. And then or Triple H also. But then you said Tony D'Angelo. And I was like, you know what, that probably works better because he's an actual wrestler too.
That is also true. Okay, so next we have Mrs. Peacock. A grand dame, an elderly yet attractive woman who always nearly maintains her dignity. So we gotta think of an older woman who's still wrestling.
But wait.
Elderly yet attractive grand dame.
I don't want to age shame, because despite her being technically a little older, because she has been around a lot, I don't think any less of her. And my first thought was Mickie James.
I was gonna say Mickie.
She still fucking got it. She's got it. She's still going strong. You could not tell that age has, like, you couldn't tell her age based on the way she wrestles.
You could look at her and be like, yo, Mickie James is still 30? That's crazy. Like,
yeah. So, in the best way, I say Mickie.
Oh, yeah. You know, always nearly maintains her dignity. She's only been crazy once or twice. It's fine. Only. It's fine.
Ultra Stratus thing.
Exactly. Okay. Professor Plum. Dr. Orchid will obviously be last because then I'm going to scroll down. The stock absent-minded professor character. Talented academic brilliance is accompanied by below par functioning in other areas, leading to forgetfulness and mistakes. Apparently. So
someone who is smart but like maybe lacks some common sense.
Yes. Part of me, I don't know why. I think it's because like he is very smart, but I want to say Chad Gable.
mean, I can't think of anyone else. Like, I had like MJF in mind, but it's not like he lacks common sense. But sometimes the shit he does are like dumbass decisions. But I like Chad Gable. I think that would work better.
Gable.
There was, that reminds me. One time, someone had a sign that said "Gable can't spell" or something like that.
Oh,
Some
because
dumb
it was
or can't read or something
it
like
was
that.
probably based off of the freaking spelling bee they had.
Yeah, that is true. I don't know if it was can't read or can't spell though. I think it was can't spell. I would have to go back and look for the sign, but that was funny.
Okay, so there's not a whole lot about Dr. Orchid. This I'm just gonna read what the Wikipedia has. Middle-aged woman who dresses in the color orchid, a shade of pink. A scientist studying plant toxicology. Oh, she's the adopted daughter of Mr. Black. Oh, cool. So let me see if I can find anything else on Dr. Orchid real quick because again, I don't know much
based
about her.
off Doctor alone, Doctor Britt Baker. Instead of red, she wears pink.
I mean, we could.
They're both docs, so and they don't give us a lot anyway. So
You know what? Yeah, fuck it. We'll make it Britt Baker. All right. So imagine this game of Clue. DMD. Yes, I'm sorry. I saw. I'm multitasking.
like,
I'm trying my best, man. I'm trying my best.
it's okay. It's okay.
All right. So we have Professor Plum is Chad Gable. Colonel Mustard is The Miz. Mrs. White is Candace. Miss White. Miss Peacock is Mickey James. Mrs. Scarlet is Scarlet. Mr. Green is Tony D'Angelo. And Dr. Orchid is Dr. Britt Baker. DMD. We got a clue.
Yeah. It's honestly what a hell of a game of Clue that is.
Imagine. That'd be hysterical. But you guys tell us who you would cast in these Clue roles. Because we struggled.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the Miz one is probably my favorite. That one I think is the most accurate.
Big shout out to Heel Tactics.
That one
Justin.
and Mrs. Peacock I feel like are the most accurate that we've.
I would agree. I would agree 100%.
And maybe even Scarlet, dare I say, because of Scarlet.
Because of the namesake, yes.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for hanging out and dealing with this. An episode. This was an episode to say the least. Technical difficulties in the beginning. Next week hopefully will be better. But rants galore. It happens. But again, thank you guys so much for watching and all that jazz. Savannah, tell the people where they can find you, what you're working on, all that fun stuff.
Yes. You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at y2garcia_. If there's no underscore, that's not me. That mistake has been made. I promise there is an episode of Light the Fuse. I just have been so goddamn lazy. I need to make a thumbnail and upload that shit. I might do it tonight or tomorrow in class. And it'll be up this weekend for sure. I just need to make a damn thumbnail. At this point, school's been in the way, but when I've had time, I just chose not to do it. I was like, I'll do it later, and never did it later. I promise it's coming, and I need to record that second episode. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's coming. I promise. There's another there's another episode about to be uploaded, and I need to record another episode. So, apologies, but it's coming.
Hey, that's okay. You're getting there. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
And of course you can follow me. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say, I actually have another idea for Light the Fuse. I just need to get people on board to do it with me. But yeah.
You'll find people.
It's a pretty fun one based off an Instagram story I made. Because honestly, I think an episode can be dedicated to this topic alone. So I'm gonna probably do just that.
Okay. You'll find people. I got faith.
Yeah. It's not so much finding the people; it's more so getting them to come on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I need to talk. I need to have a little conversation.
Hey, it takes some persuading to get people on here. I understand.
I might just do an open call, an open booking, open call auditions, if you will. Hey, you want to do this? We're talking about this. Let me know if you're up for it, and then I'll just bring them in. But
You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And of course, you can follow me on Twitter at KatieWrestling13. The link to my Badzigal, thanks ShElite Showcase. Twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase, typically Thursdays, 6 p.m. Eastern-ish, usually 6:15, give or take. You can always find us. YouTube.com/ShElite Showcase. Watch videos, they're way more entertaining. Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts if you want to listen. ShElite Showcase is the brand and the weekly show that you're currently watching. Hi, hell, hello. Inside the Mind of, an interview series I do. Savannah over here is the latest episode. If you want to get inside the mind of Savannah,
Yes.
that is up
But
on all of the channels.
But...
Oh, stop it. It was a good episode. If you want to learn more about Savannah, you can check that out. There's a new vlog out from when I went to SmackDown 2 weeks ago. I don't even remember when I went. There's a lot on the channel. Obviously, Heel Tactics. Y'all heard me mention him in the chat. Big shout out to him. He's created all of the music that you hear in all of the shows that we do. All the shows Savannah has mentioned that she does. All the shows I do. And as well as our other friends' shows. You know, Smackin' and Raw, Get Yo, Botch Spots, Straight Talk, Young Kings. He does it all. He's a mad genius.
Everything.
He's the podcast intro guy.
A musical mastermind.
He's a fantastic company. So go hit him up if y'all need any music for your podcast. And there's a bunch of stuff I've done. Latest thing and the most fun thing recently was we recently did Getting Offed. It was me. It was the core four. Me, Matt, Reek, and Justin. Get Joe Justin, let me specify. And we talked about Scream 6. So if you've seen Scream 6, you can go check out the podcast. If you haven't seen Scream 6, go see it, and then you can check out the podcast we did, because it was great, because many a spoiler. Which, we didn't give a spoiler warning for the Masked Singer thing, and again, Matt, I'm so sorry. But, thank you guys so much for watching and listening. We greatly appreciate it. Hopefully next week will be smoother with OBS.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Until then, bye-bye.